Hello everyone. Okay, so I'm Caitlin from Snuggly Plum Crafts, and this is going to be the first of many, I hope, videos to help you with regards to learning how to crochet. Okay, so for this I'm just going to use a 5mm hook just to help you, okay, and some nice soft cotton. So what I'm going to start with is how to cast on, as we call it, or how to start the chain, the foundation chain, and the first basic stitch, which is a single crochet or a double crochet. It's called a single crochet for American stitches and a double crochet for British stitches or UK. Alright, so to cast on, the way that I find the easiest way to do it is the way I prefer to do it, but it's not the only way. Alright, so I prefer just to wrap the yarn around my finger, go to the back, take the yarn off my finger slightly, drop it now behind the loop I've just made, get my hook and pass that then through that, and then take the two pieces of yarn and just pull it. Okay, now we need a reasonable tension, but don't get too tight, otherwise it's just not going to work for you. Okay, so I find that is just enough to get that off the hook when you need to move the stitch. Now, more often than not, especially for the basic things, with crochet, you're only ever going to have one loop at the end of every stitch on your hook. Okay, especially for the basic stuff. Now, the way I hold my hook and the way I hold my yarn is also different to a lot of people, so bear with me. It works for me. You would obviously need to find yours then that works for you. So this is the way I hold mine, okay, and like I said, excuse the way that I do it. I hope it's clear enough. So I just hold the yarn loosely in my hand just to feed it. I then hold it between my finger and my thumb of the other hand, and this is the way I hold my hook. Some people like to hold it like a pen. You'll see others holding the yarn up like that. It's entirely up to you, whatever you find comfortable. Now, I taught myself, which is probably why I'm not overly traditional in how I hold the items. Okay, so to start, this is going to be our foundation chain. Got your hook, you've got your little starting loop, put the cotton behind the hook, and then pull that through the loop that you've got on your hook. Okay, do it again for you. So we're pulling it behind the hook, pulling it through the loop, behind the hook, through the loop. Now at this point, for myself, this is where I would just hold the yarn over that finger and I just pick up the yarn and through the loop. But again, it's personal choice, whichever is more comfortable for you. I'm just picking it up through the loop. Okay, picking it up through the loop. Exactly the same as if I just held that steady behind the hook and through the loop. That's all you're doing for your foundation chain. Okay, so I'll just do a couple more for you, because don't worry, we're not going to do a huge project at this speed. But this is just to help you with the basics. Okay, so we've got our foundation chain. So this is basically what they talk about in patterns. So when they say chain 40 or whatever it is, they basically just told you to do 40 like I've just done. Now this is going to be a little looser again than what I would normally use, but again, it's just for clarity for you. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the basic stitch, which is single crochet for American or US terms, double crochet for UK terms. Now, I'm going to put my hook into the second chain. So do you see where you're looking at this and you've got the chain, the yarn comes out of the middle of the chain, your hook goes there, as you can see it goes under two pieces of yarn, and again we're doing it's the same movement that you're doing. You're just grabbing the yarn and then you're pulling it through that chain. Remember earlier I said you only need to have one loop, or generally only have one loop when you finish the stitch. So we've got 2 on the hook. Basically means I haven't finished my stitch yet. Just mirror the movement again. Put the yarn around the back of the hook, grab it, but this time I'm going to pull it through both of them because I only want the one loop on my hook, and now I have finished my first stitch. I'll do that again for you. So there's that little piece of cotton coming out of the middle. I'm going to put this hook under that piece of cotton that's coming out of the middle, but above this little piece here at the bottom. And when you do that, if you turn it slightly, you can see you have 2 little strips of cotton on the top there. So again, I'm just going to grab the yarn, bring it back through where I've just put it. I've got 2 on the loop, on the hook. I'm going to grab another piece of yarn and then through the 2 to make another one. So I'm just going to finish this row for you. Here we go. Grab it and through 2. Into that little space. Grab it. Grab again and through 2. Into that little space. There. Oops, daisy. See, lost hold of that. It happens to us all. Grab the yarn, through, grab the yarn, through 2. Under that middle piece of thread. Like I said, these are looser than what I'd normally do, but it's just to clarify it for you. Grab the yarn, back through, grab the yarn, through both. That middle piece of thread, let's go under there, grab the yarn, back through. So hopefully you can start to see the pattern in the way that we stitch. So it's always grabbing the yarn, bringing it through, grabbing the yarn, bringing it through. That is the basics of any stitch, to be honest with you. It's the rhythm of crochet. All you're doing is grabbing the yarn, bringing it through, grabbing the yarn, bringing it through. So that is one row of double crochet or single crochet, depending whereabouts you are or where you live. Now, when they say turn, all it means, literally, just turn the work. So the work is now on my left side, or whichever way you crochet, whether you're left or right-handed. Now with this stitch, it always needs each stitch to keep it straight. So to keep your stitches going straight up, it always needs like a side stitch or a side brick wall then, or wall to attach to. Alright, so in this case, for a double crochet or a single crochet as it's called, you need 1 chain. Okay, and then what we're going to do this time, because this is the actual double crochet we've made in the row below, do you see that hole there? We're going to put the hook into that hole and do the whole rhythm again. Grab the yarn, back through, oh no, I got 2 on my hook. Grab the yarn, through 2. It's exactly the same. There's the hole, go through, grab the yarn, got 2, pull it through the hole, grab the yarn, through 2, through the hole, grab the yarn, through the hole, grab 2. There it is, through the hole, grab the yarn, through the hole, through 2. Now this is so therapeutic. I love doing it because it's just got that lovely rhythm to it. You're always going to be making this kind of rhythm stitch. It's always got, doesn't matter how big your stitch is, It's always going to have that kind of rhythm to it. Now, like I said, you find the way that is most comfortable for you to hold your hook and to hold your yarn. There's no right or wrong way. There we go. And there's 2 rows of that basic stitch. Okay, so any questions, please leave them in the comments below. There's a link to my shop as well if you want to have a look at it, or my website where there's a free pattern, nice basic pattern there for you. And I'll be putting some more videos on YouTube really soon with some more stitches where we will basically build on the foundation chain with different size stitches to show different kinds of effects. This is my first attempt at doing a video. I hope it's been clear enough for you. If there's any feedback whatsoever, please let me know so I can make any future ones, a happier experience. But thank you so much for watching. You have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.